Hey guys and gals, Jim back here, and this is the 1/1000 scale Defiant from Polar Lights, and I decided I'm going to go ahead and light it. I'm not going to do a complete series. There's a lot of things I need to do to get this lit, and I may do like one or two videos before I show the finished model, but I'm not going to do a step-by-step or anything like that. This is kind of tiny, a little work to do to make things fit. So stuff like this, if it was a bigger model, I might do a step-by-step like I did with the Star Destroyer. Excuse me. But the case with this, there's a lot of things I need to do. So first off, we're going to start with the clear parts. I already went ahead and I got them masked off. So I got those masked. I'm going to leave them clear. So I'll be painting these with a dark primer and use my base coat for the hull color on them. And that's, so I got the insets already masked off. And the back I'll probably take and scuff them up to do some diffusing. So those are done. I got the front part that goes in the nose. I've got that done masked off. It's real small and fine openings, so you got to make sure you got a real sharp hobby knife when you cut your masking tape and stuff. Kind of press it in to get the shape and just follow along the outline. And you know, it's not that hard. It's just a little time consuming. The little red, I guess you call them nacelle fronts or whatever, like on a regular Starship. Those are actually kind of nacelles that stick off the side of the main hull anyway. Those get a hull color border all around them. Only the top flat piece is what remains clear. So I got those all masked and trimmed down and all that. Both of those are done. Now we'll get on to the model itself. There's going to be a full go over part by part. There's a couple clear parts that go in these here openings down here, one on each side. Those are red. They're like thruster engines back there. So those I'll just use the clear parts after everything's assembled. I'll probably pop in a tiny 1.8 millimeter LED behind them and all that to get that going. Same on the other side. Down along here and up in this area, there's going to be windows. And what I'll be doing is I'll be using the decals, place the decals where they're supposed to be, and put a little sealer over them so they stay. And then that's what I use for my drill template for the windows. Back in, let's flip it over. Back in here, in this area, there's going to be two navigation lights, just white. They flash. So I'll be using fiber optics for those. Up in here, behind the nose piece, there's two little, they look to be either amber or yellow, possibly. I have to study some more photos, but I'll be using fiber optics for those and that. And you'll have to kind of do them on an angle because you got to go through all these layers here to get them through. So back here I'll probably clear out a good amount of plastic. There's a little slot in there that locates your nose piece, but that won't be too hard to get by. And like I said, the windows will be down in these areas and that. And really can't get a short piece of LED tape in there. So what I may end up doing is just hanging a couple of LEDs and bending them so they face towards the windows. Either that or I can't really get a piece of LED tape up here because of these openings here. Those are going to be lit blue. There's clear plastic part that go in there. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is just probably a couple small. I'm thinking about using either 3mm or 1.8mm LEDs to light those windows in there. And that'll be done on both sides. Getting onto the upper half of the hull, you got your clear pieces like I mentioned back here. So I'll probably use a blue LED. If I can get by with mounting the LED here and getting enough light there through there, I can leave that pin there. The back engines might not be too bad, but the front, to get the red, if I can get a little LED in there without interfering with closing up in there, without closing up the two halves, then I'll have to remove this mounting. But I'm not really too worried, because on the edges of this kit, it's like a step in this seam. So when you join the two halves together, they'll kind of interlock with one another. So you still got a good glue seam. Plus I'll have these pins here. Let's see. We'll flip this over and this way now. Back in here, one on each side. There's two more navigation lights, just plain like that flash. And all that. I'm missing a part somewhere. Oh, here we go. But got that. Now up in here, I'll probably be drilling out. In between, there's 1, 2, 3. There's four. Like got something to do with the engines and stuff. There should be clear in between. So I'll take a small drill and drill a hole at each end, and I'll just use my X-Acto and remove it. And then once I get everything done and painted, what I'll do is I'll glue a piece of clear styrene in there, and I'll probably just paint over it with a clear red. So that way I got that red effect there. Like I said, there's clear pieces that go in there. Those will just be lit with a... I'll probably use LED tape on the bottom half so they shine up. And probably put them more in the center so they're not directly under there, so you don't get hot spots. And then the clear parts I'll paint blue. Up in here, there's one on each side. There's a little red light. They don't blink or nothing, but there's a little red light that goes in, that goes there. So that's going to be that. And get the top piece. There's a flashing light somewhere right about here. I'll use fiber optic for that. It's just a white flasher. Same on the bottom, somewhere about in this area here, there's a flasher also. On the sides, there's a few windows on each side. I'll be drilling those out, like I said, using the kit decals for my drill locations. I'm not going to run fibers in them. I'm just going to, have the light shining through. And what you do if you want to get the light to pop through the drill holes better, once you get them drilled, you go on the reverse side of your holes and kind of chamfer them with a little bit bigger light, so it kind of gives the inside an angle, and it kind of directs the light through them a lot better than having just a square edge and stuff. So that's what's going on with that piece. What else do we got here that we got to do? Okay, these side parts of the nacelles, this is where that little red lens will go. Okay, you got to drill that out and remove the plastic so you can get the light shine through that part and all that. So I'll be doing that. I'll just take and drill a few holes in there and then trim with my hobby knife. I've already got them marked with a pencil where I want the openings to be and all that. On the sides, there's starboard and port navigation lights. They don't flash or steady on. I'll be using fiber optics for those. I got to measure the decal. Pretty much the decal is going to be centered, and there should be one in front and one in the back. It's the pennant with the registry and all that. So I'll be doing those. I'll have to remove some plastic in here. You won't see this seam anyway. I'll probably hog this whole area out here. And that way I room to run my fibers for the navigation lights. My wires to come from the two LEDs in there. And then everything else will pretty much just be contained in that stuff there. So, so for now, that's what's going on. The bridge is kind of low. There should be a little floodlight effect type deal. I might add a piece of styrene to the top of that, make it a little thicker so I can drill a small hole and just run a small fiber. You know, it might not have the floodlight effect, but it'll have at least a light up in there. So that I'll be making my own circuit board for the flashing lights. I got to see what kind of speed they have as far as the interval of the flash, and all that'll be mounted in the base. So, but that's what's going on. Like I says, I'm getting ready to start lighting. I always use black, flat black, and then I paint it with a gloss white. I've been curious. A lot of guys use silver paint. That's supposed to be a real good light blocker. Plus, it reflects the light real well. So I might try it on this model since this is kind of like a experiment and stuff, and I might see silver paint works and everything on there. So not as much work you got. You don't have to wait between dry time and stuff for different coats, different colors. Get the white to cover the black and all. So, but I just wanted to let you know what's going on. Like I says, I'm probably not going to do a video till I get all the lighting in. I'm not going to show step by step and all that. I did that with the Star Destroyer because I wanted to show what can be done. It was kind of like a play toy, but with this kit, I just want to zip through it and stuff. I got other things I work on. Should be getting some more stuff in the mail today. I've been getting my supplies, stocking back up on resistors, LEDs, fiber optics. I was running low on some of that, the smaller diameters. Different things like that. Some circuit board that I use to make my circuit boards. Soldering tips, things like that. I've been running low on and stuff, and I got quite a few kits that I'm going to be lighting. So I want to make this one pretty quick and waste a lot of time doing step-by-step videos and stuff. I'm sure you guys that have lit models before can kind of figure things out, and everybody does their own style. Some guys might light the clear parts, other guys might go all out. I'm trying to go all out. I look at it this way: if I'm going to light a little bit, there's no sense in doing it, but I'm going to light a model to look pretty decent like you would see on screen. I want to go all out and get everything fit in there. So that's my goal, to get everything fit in just like you would do on a model where you have all the room and stuff. So for now, that's going to be it. I'll give you an update maybe in a couple days, once I get things that I want to drill out and get my LEDs in place and be sealer up. I'll give you a shot of the inside what I did, and then I'll give you another video to finish. But I'm not gonna go through the circuit board, how I make those and stuff. That's getting into too much detail for me to be making videos. They'd be kind of too long and explaining as far as using a 550 timer circuit. What size resistors, capacitors, this and that, and basically by interchanging the resistors and capacitors, that's how you get different flash rates and stuff for your LEDs. Either for navigation or change them around. You use different sizes, values for your strobes and thing. It's all the same circuit basically, but it's just popping in different resistors, different computer values for your strobing and your navigation stuff. So I'm going to kind of just like the basics. I just wanted to show you what's going to be involved in lighting this kit. And like I said, I'll come back in a few days, probably when I got my all my lights in place and before I'm ready to seal her up. And that, and the decals will be the last, and then I'll do a final video when it's all finished up. So I hope you guys can learn a little bit about what needs to be done if you want to light this kit. And when I show you everything installed, I seal her up, it'll kind of give you an idea of placement. And like I said, if you've lit models before, you guys kind of got the hang of what to do and stuff. There's plenty other videos out there lighting different Starship models, not necessarily the Defiant, but it's basically like the regular, the bigger Defiant, even though that was a kit. It's basically the same, just a lot smaller, so you got a lot less room to work with. Till the next time, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for all the comments, thanks for hitting the like button, and any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll answer the best I can, And, you know, guys that I know, if you want to hook up and share emails or something rather than talking on the comments all the time, if you got more in-depth that you want to, you know, if you got more in-depth questions or something, let me know. And I'll zip you my email and so we can get in touch like that. So as long as you're in the States. I mean, not, you know, to be in the States for that, but there's a few people I do talk to personally on the phone and stuff that I'm friends with and stuff. And as long as you're in the States, I can exchange numbers down the line, but I'm not going to be calling overseas or nothing like that. So sorry about that. It just cost so. And anyway, until the next time, take care. Happy modeling. Always have a good weekend, and we'll see you next time. Bye.